Hey everybody. So, I know it's been a few days since I did a video, and I figured I'd share. Was doing my injection for estrogen, and went, you know what, I think I can talk about medicine today. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and everything's going okay as far as estrogen and everything else, so there it goes, but I got a couple of concerns. Apparently this feeling that I've always got something stuck in the bottom of my throat is most likely caused by either acid reflux or my anxiety. And she basically said that it's natural to have a tightening of muscles down there, so I feel like I have something stuck in the bottom of my throat, like a really nasty loogie or something, like I gotta come up and there's nothing there. It's annoying, it sucks, and hopefully the new anxiety meds can help. So let's start off by going through the plethora of bullshit. Alright. This one sucks. I hate this. I hate needles. That's my estrogen. I take 1 cc every other week. And apparently it's playtime. Okay, now we're back. Sorry, she jumped like 5 feet in the air. I might cut that part out. I don't know yet. Domi! Seriously, dude? Okay, we're back. Alright, and so next, spironolactone. This basically is what gets rid of all the lovely, lovely testosterone in my body and lets estrogen do its magic. And basically makes it so I have to pee every 10 minutes, about 12 gallons. No matter how much I have or have not been drinking, constantly. Kind of miserable. Next, finasteride. That stuff's pretty cool. It's why I'm getting little fuzzy hairs and this is going away and I don't have a bald spot no more. Apparently, according to my doctor, what it does is it blocks the production, or basically you have estrogen and in the skin apparently it transforms into testosterone, and that's what causes hair loss. And so it's used as a blocker, but it's also used to make things look good. So I love that crap. Alright. We'll move on to my anti-crazy pills. I take Wellbutrin for my depression. I take the max dose you can take without having to see a specialist. And it takes the edges off. As you guys can tell, I'm fighting depression pretty hard, and that's going to drive me nuts. And all that does is take the edge off. It doesn't get rid of it. Just makes it so I can tolerate it. Next is my brand new anti-crazy pills. This is for my anxiety. It is clonazepam. Apparently it's a controlled substance because if you take it too much, you get addicted to it. Awesome. I get to take that twice a day, morning and night, and apparently it's going to make me drowsy. I'm not looking forward to that. As long as I follow the directions, I shouldn't have any risk. It's the people who decide to pop one because they're having anxiety. Those are the people that get addicted to it. So here's hoping. I don't think I have an addictive personality, so I'm not super worried about it, but still concerned. Next, Adderall. I hate having to take that. I really do. It makes me feel weird. Instead of trying to pay attention to a million things at once, I pay attention to one pointless thing. It's like going from being in a room with 100 people trying to listen to everybody's conversation to being alone in a room with a cow and holding a conversation. You're focused, you got that going for you, you're just not focused on what you need to be focused on. That's all I got to say about that. That's one that I would happily give up if I could, but yeah, school and ADD, they don't work well together. So, last prescribed medication, omeprazole or whatever it is, like my heartburn. I gotta get that refilled. I'm out. So, if you're wondering what a week of my medication looks like, oh my god, I don't even know what to say. Let's see if I can show you guys. It's ridiculous. It's my last one. Yeah. Well, my eyelashes stuck. So, self-prescribed vitamin D because I don't go out a lot, and I've noticed that's helped. And I'm pretty happy about that. And I love these. I just started back into taking them. I think 2. Yeah, it's supposed to be 2. I think every once in a while I end up at 3, and I really don't feel bad about it. And literally my nails have gone from not being there, which you guys probably can't even see, to, and they're not cracking and breaking like they were. And, my hair that's just awesome. I love that stuff. And that's what I gotta deal with. Back to that. I absolutely, positively loathe needles. Even though that doesn't count in my brain for some reason. And I have to do it to myself. I have to sit there and watch it go in the skin. Then I have to pull back and make sure I didn't hit a vein. Put this crap in, and you probably can't see it in here, but yeah, it looks like liquid, but it's an oil base. And when you're trying to put it through a thin little needle, it takes a lot of pressure to squirt that stuff in, and it takes me a while to get it in because I'm also focusing on not passing out. So I intentionally, when I give myself the meds, I sit on my bed, so I'm safe. If I need to lay down because I'm going to black out, I can lay down because I'm going to black out. And it works out well. Yeah. I'll give you guys an example of how much I hate needles. When I joined the Marines, they kind of assembly line action you, and they have you take a bunch of alcohol wipes, and you wipe down both shoulders, both biceps, the back of both arms, and your forearm. And then you get a little penicillin in the ass end, but that's last, fuckers. So you walk through the first set of guys, both sides. I have no clue what the hell it was. Like I said, that's 10 needles total when you count the blood draw at the very end. So I get the 2 here. I'm feeling okay. Of course, you're having to watch everybody ahead of you get stuck with needles too. Get to the next one. I get the 2 in the back of the arm. Feeling okay. I get the 2 in the bicep, but I'm not feeling so hot now. Frankly, I feel a little woozy. They do that little one in the forearm, which is just right there in the skin, and it's a test for tuberculosis. And I take a few steps forward, and before I can say the words or even think the words, Corman up. I said flat out, if you think you're going to black out, top of your lung, you yell, Corman up, and we will catch you. Yeah, no, it didn't work. By the time I realized I was blacking out, it was too late. I fell into the guy in front of me, and luckily the guy behind me caught me. They laid my ass down, and the next thing I know, I've got smelling salts under my nose. Somebody shoved my head between my knees and thrown me up against a wall, and they handed me 2 full canteens and told me to start drinking until I feel better. And that was their way of fixing that. Then, while I'm still pretty damn woozy, they had me stand back up, and they put a substantial dose of penicillin in my ass. Ow. And then they they draw like 6 vials of blood, the test for all kinds of craziness. Yeah. But here's the kicker. About a month in, we're up in Pendleton. All the shots are done down in San Diego. We're up in Pendleton because we're doing all the field stuff, or the rifle range and the hike and the force marches and all that. And down in the San Diego, there's people literally keeling over and dying from some kind of weird rash. Problem with having 80 people in the same enclosed space. Tommy! Quit being a jerk. You're being mean. Is got that many people in an enclosed space, yeah, the crud goes around. And they literally call it the recruit crud. I'm gonna kick her little furry butt. I got nothing else to throw. So, yeah, apparently one guy went to go to the clinic to have this weird rash on his ankle looked at, and before he could walk, not even a football field to get to the clinic, he died. God. Pretty freaking intense. And then the week before that, somebody drowned during swim calls. The week before that, somebody had a heart attack and ended up having a stroke from it. And so we get back down there. No, wait, well, hold on to that one. So basically, a ton of people are not doing so hot. They actually gave us an extra phone call so we could call home and say, hey, look, you may have heard on the news, people are getting sick. I'm okay. No, I'm not going to complain. It was actually the first and only phone call I got. So, fast forward about a week. We're getting ready to send this back down, and lo and behold, we have to get every shot again, just in case. I didn't black out this time, but the nurse was very, very, very angry to have to give shots to, I think there were 6 platoons of about 80 people each. Yeah, you do the math. And I figure after you look at that many asses, you get sick of it. So she has that big ass needle. She's holding it like this. You can kind of see where this is going. But she's holding it this way. So I got my hands on the table. My trousers down around my thighs. Next thing I know, it's a... And I'm pretty sure I levitated. it was quite brutal. That night, we're going to get changed and undressed and to get showered and everything we got to do. Take off my trousers, I hang them up so they can air out a little bit, because you have to wear them a few days at a time, because you only get one laundry call a week and you only have 3 pairs. And the guy next to me goes, "Holy, what the hell's wrong with you?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Dude, why don't you take your underwear off and take a look?" Basically, I bled out. I had this giant ring of dark red blood, where basically everything that went in went right back out. Most likely she probably hit a vein when she did that. Awesome. And there's a bruise, a hole, a line of bruise, and another bruise across my ass. Yeah, it's a good thing you don't sit down much in boot camp, because it was hard to do. So, fast forward about 2 weeks, back down in San Diego. We're used to seeing platoons that are 80 people. It's a significant amount of people. It's 20 people in 4 rows. Carry the 30. Yeah, that sounds about right. The platoons we're seeing, maybe 10. That many people got sick and ended up in the hospital. There was nobody left on base. And usually when you line up for chow or you line up for anything, they like to conserve space, and they so generously refer to it as nuts to butts. Basically, your chest had to be on the guy's back in front of you, and so on and so forth. That way they could squeeze down 80 people into this short little line, and then force march you into wherever the hell you had to be. The day of the shots, all of a sudden you don't get closer than arm's distance from anybody. That was kind of nice. A little space, So I get back down south, back in San Diego. We're finishing up training. We're getting ready for the final drill. And I get really, really, really sick. To the point where I'm starving. I'm desperately hungry. I'm constantly thirsty. But anytime I eat or drink, within a minute, I throw it back up. And they made me wait, I'm going to say 4 or 5 days. Because I got sick on Thursday. They're like, "I don't believe it." And then they really don't have sick call over the weekend. And then Monday they're like, "Well, we got something you got to be there for, so I don't care." Tuesday, they finally let me go to sick call. The corpsman goes, "Well, what's going on?" I describe my symptoms. They're like, "Okay, well, lift your shirt. Let me listen to your lungs." He listens for about a second and goes, "Here's your chit. Start walking." I get in there, and doc goes, "Okay, what are your symptoms?" I tell him what's going on. He listens to my lungs and goes, "Oh shit, we need to do an x-ray now." Apparently, I was drowning. I had a very, very severe case of pneumonia. And so I actually spent an entire week recovering from that. It was kind of blissful. I slept through Hell Week. You would wake up long enough to take your morning pill. Somebody would bring you lunch chow, and otherwise, you slept. I don't remember an entire week of my life because I was asleep. And I was weak as hell afterwards because, you know, my body was fighting off a lot of crap. And so literally everybody else is doing all this crazy stuff and going out and doing all this stuff, and I'm stuck on my back in the rack. It was miserable. I did not like it. The sleep part was nice. But yeah. So I don't know why I really went on that whole long spiel, just because I was trying to tell you I hate needles because I black out. It was fun. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day on this one. Like usual, do good, be good, just live, you know? Smile. It's fun. My name's Becky, and that was my crazy ramblings for the night. Love you all. Bye.